This is the story for today's story time on Archie, the Elite Broadcasting Channel. So that's the thing. You got to be careful when you sell things to the mafia and they ask for a fucking refund. You just politely give their money back and give them a bottle of scotch and say, hey, no misunderstanding, sir. No misunderstanding. It's all good. It's all good. That's what you need to do. Yeah, if you've got to understand the Italian mafia, the Russian mafia, you don't fuck with them, man. Don't fuck with them. They are mad cunts. Absolute mad cunts. So you don't. And I got to tell you myself there, I will tell you another story. Well, this is this bonus story time. We're in bonus story time. I know my father, he had a Russian client who was a little bit on the dodgy side. Probably, okay, he was very dodgy. And he came to Australia as a business migrant. He had to start a business. And that's not a problem when he came here with $1.5 million. And what happened was he had a little lease of a coffee shop. It was quite expensive. And it didn't quite work that well, and he closed it, and he was desperate because he lost a lot of money to true grifters Australia, Grifters 101. And you can't rob an honest man. Anyhow, what happened was he was stuck in a lease. He'd signed a lease for his coffee shop. And what had happened was the business was a disaster. He closed the shop, sold all the fittings off, and just fucking gave the keys back to the landlord. But he's technically signed a lease, a 5-year fucking lease, and he's stuck. And anyhow, he's about 60,000 behind. And anyhow, he's 60,000 behind, plus he's got 3 years left. Fuck me dead. So he actually says to the landlord, who's a Chinese guy, he says, hey, man, I'm really fucked. I'm driving taxis now. That's another story. He actually got struck off for propositioning women, but that's another story, okay? That's another story. And he said to the landlord, look, I'm really fucking desperate. I'm driving cabs. If you accept $50,000 cash, we will call the debt null and void, and I'm out of the lease. The Chinese guy says, yes, no problem. Okay, so they agree to meet. No problems. So he turns up, he's got his briefcase with the cash in it. Chinese guy's there, they sit down, say, okay, yeah, this is all good. Yep, no worries there. He says, look, I've got the money here. They can count the cash. Chinese guy goes, yeah, that's great, no worries. The Russian goes, oh, could you sign a receipt? Sign a receipt to say that we've done this deal. Chinese, oh, I'll send it to you. The Russian goes, ooh. Could you just do one? Oh, look, I'll do it later for you. The Russian guy goes, he just stops. Excuse me. Pravda. Excuse me. He opens his briefcase, pulls out a pistol, cocks it. 1, 2, 3. The Chinese guy, he said he's never seen a Chinaman sign a contract so fast. Don't fuck with the Russians. I've got Ukrainian Russian ancestry. They're nasty cunts. Don't fuck with them. Leave them alone. Step back. Don't get involved. He said he's never seen a Chinaman sign a contract that fast. Now, I gotta tell you, man, even the pirates in the South China Sea, they know not to try and hijack Soviet Russian vessels. Do not trust the Russians. They know the Russians are fucking cunts. Give them their money back and everything will be fine. I'm Paul Pluto. This has been a strictly, completely, 100% fabricated story. Absolutely no element of this story is real or true or represents real life. In fact, any coincidence, any realistic elements are purely coincidental, fuckers!